Welcome back. Today we are looking at different methods to add. The first one is by rounding off. Remember, the further you round off, the bigger your answers will differ. Rounding off by the nearest 10 will be closer to the real answer than, say, for instance, rounding off to the nearest 10,000. I used 1,000 to just show you. Okay, I have 23,426 plus 16,693. So to round off to the nearest thousand, we look at the hundreds, if you remember from my previous video. So 4 is less than 5, so my 1,000 remains the same. I have 23,000. 600 is more than 5, which is my breaking point for rounding off, so 19,000 will roll over to 20,000. Then I can add these two numbers and it will give me 43,000. Now, very important to remember, this is not the answer for adding these two numbers. It is only an estimate of what my answer will be. This is the answer for adding up my rounded off numbers. Right, next method is my expanded vertical method. Let me just draw in an equal sign here for you so that you can see where we are starting with our answers. There you go. And another one here. While I'm doing that, you can see that I've left a column open. That is to show where we are starting with our thousands. Okay, it makes it easier for us to read numbers if we group them 3 together. Now we are starting with units. Always when we add, we start from the right hand side, adding our units. 6 plus 3 will give me 9. Now I'm moving on to my tens, so what must I do? I must put a 0 to keep space for my units, because I'm not using units anymore. I'm only using my tens. Now 2 plus 9 will give me 11. Here's my 11. Then I'm moving on to my hundreds. So what must I do? I must put my 2 zeros. And then 4 plus 6 will give me 10. And there's my 10. I'm moving on to my thousands. So I put 3 zeros. And 3 plus 9 will give me 12. And here's my 12. Then I move on to my 10,000. So how many zeros must I put down? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. That is correct. And 2 plus 1 is 3. Now I start adding all these numbers that I wrote. And if you remember correctly, adding 0 to anything does not change the value of that number. So all these zeros makes no difference to 9. It will still be 9. This one has a bunch of zeros, so it is still 1. The same goes for this one. Then I go to my thousands. I have 1,000 plus another 2,000. It will give me a 3 or 3,000. And a 1 plus 3 give me 4. So what is my answer? 43,119. Now if we go back to our estimated answer, what was our estimated answer? 43,000. Do we have something close to 43,000? Yes, we have 43,119. Then, last one. A lot of learners and teachers prefer this method because it is so easy to use and so quick. It is our column method, where we simply write our numbers under each other again and we start adding. Let's put our equal sign in again so that your teacher knows where your answer is. Now we are simply adding. 6 plus 3 is 9. 2 plus 9 is 11. Now I can't, this is not my 11. There's my 1 and I brought the other one over to my hundreds because it is actually 20 plus 90, which will give me 110, and there's my 100. Now, very important here, that is not 14. It is 100 and another 400 and 600. So 100 plus 400 plus 600 will give me 1,100. Here's my 100 and there's my 1,000 I carried over. And again, now we know this is not 13, it is 1,000 plus 3,000 plus another 9,000, which will give me 13,000. There's my 3 and there's my 10,000 I carried over. And by now you are very smart and you know this is not 12, it is 10,000 plus 2,000 plus another 10,000. Now, then I have my answer, 43,119. As you can see, either method, if you use it correctly, your answer will be the same as someone else who used a different method. The next video, we will be looking at different ways to subtract. Hope to see you next time.